So the next step is going to be to add animations and slide transitions. So if I would like my turtle to come in after, I want my scientist to be on the page first, I'm going to click on my turtle and then I'm going to go to Insert Animation. And it will pop up this box over here. So my turtle can fade in on the click, or I can change it so that he comes in from the left or the right. I'm going to have him come in from the right side. That kind of makes it look like he is walking onto the page. I can adjust, since he's a turtle, I'm going to make him go slow. I can make it come in on the click or after the previous. I'm going to do after previous. And then I'm going to go ahead and add his talk bubble after that. So I want to select this as my next animation. This is already open. So I'm going to add this as a fade in on the click. Now if I click play, my professor or my scientist is going to be there. My turtle will come in, and then when I click, his talk bubble will come in. If I'm happy with that, I can leave it as is. I can also change the order by dragging these things around, but I like the order that it's in. I could also make my scientist come in on the click as well. I can do any way I want those to enter my screen. I could have him walk in from the left-hand side if I wanted to by clicking on him, adding an animation, having him come in from the left on the click. Now I want him to come in first, so I'm going to move him up before my turtle. I'm going to play and see how that works. Now I see my mistake. I don't want my talk bubble to be on before my scientist. So I'm going to try that again. Now I'm going to add an animation to this talk bubble. I'm going to have it fade in after previous. And I want him to come in after I want this talk bubble to come in after my professor. So I'm going to slide it up to after my professor. And let's see how that works then. So I'm going to click. Here comes my professor and his talk bubble. Then my turtle comes in. Then I click again, and in comes his talk bubble. So those are the ways to make your characters move on your page, to add those talk bubbles and have them come in at different times. The next part is adding a slide transition. So that's also within animations. If I wasn't doing all this other, I could just still go to add animations and do slide transition. And then what I want to do is choose a transition. I can have it dissolve. So let's take a peek at how that looks. And I can continue to play around with how I want that to show up on my page. My next step would be to add a new slide. So I go to Slide, New Slide. Here, my animations will be open until I X out of them. So I can go ahead and change this one. Maybe I want it to slide in from the right. So I click play and it will show how it's going to move to that next one. So that's how I add my slide transitions.